Okay, so if you watched my other video, I was in the process of going over this bag and I had an interruption, which is very rare. So I apologize. I'm uploading this video again, hence why it says take two. Okay, let's try this again and let's hope that no one interrupts us. So this is my Bosphore backpack. I had never seen this before. I got it from a friend on Instagram. I love it because it's already patina. It's this beautiful brown. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it is just gorgeous. And I wanted this for a trip that I'm going on. And I think this is a great bag if you want to use this as a diaper bag, if you want to use this as a bag that you take for traveling. In fact, that's what I'm going to be doing with it. Next week, I'm using this. I'm going to Pennsylvania out of Texas, and I need a bag, and this is a great bag. So I will be, if you're interested, let me know. I can do a comparison between the Bosphore and the Palm Springs backpack because there are some major differences between the two, and I have done a video on that already. So if you are interested and want to go look at more about the Palm Springs, I urge you to go take a look at that video. So, if you're on the fence about which one, because yes, they are incredibly different. And as I'm going through it, you will see how. Okay, so let me give you my impressions of this. When I first got it, I was worried because I thought it was going to be a big bag. When it's on camera, when you take pictures of it on Instagram, it looks like a really large bag, but it's not. If you're on my Instagram, I did some mod shots of it to show you what it looked like on me. And, people were surprised that it does look smaller, and it is smaller than it might appear. So that was one of my first impressions was, wow, it's smaller. The other thing is, it's just a good looking bag. I love all the pockets. It just adds an extra set of detail to it and makes it look different. It stands out. The other thing is my worry was about this buckle here. And I think a lot of people kind of worry about that. It seems like it's going to be a pain in the ass. I at first thought that was going to be the case. I was a little worried, but I have found it's really not that big of a deal. So oftentimes what I do is I don't even put it all the way in unless I have some time or, I'm in the mood. But normally I just throw it like that and I'm good. So you open this up, and the other issue that I was concerned about was the drawstrings. So I've had a authentic petite Noe, and I loved that bag. I sold it, and now, I kind of kicked myself for it. It was a 2010. And I got it on eBay and I got a great deal on it. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I sold that bag. And one of the things that sometimes drove me nuts were the drawstring. Okay. And this is what this bag has on the top is the drawstring. And some people talk about that as being annoying. Well, I did see two videos. If you watch Karis on YouTube, I believe it's LV Lover CC. She talks about how her Bosphore, she did this, and she watched, I believe the name of the YouTuber is Shia Jackson. I'll put her name down below. Also, if you are interested, I'll be happy to do a video myself and show you how to do this, but it is very easy. So instead, I looped this around and I put it to where these are on the inside and you can just pull them. And it makes it a lot easier to have them this way. It doesn't stay cinched in, okay? And if that bothers you, then this is probably not the bag for you. It doesn't bother me. I cinch it in just really to be able to close it, a little bit easier. This flap will sometimes get caught inside. That drives me a little nutty. But for the most part, it's not a big deal. But you can see, look, already it's, come out. But I don't mind that. I like the look of the bag as a whole. It's usually pretty full, but when I want to carry less, you can pull this in, and I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could just, tie it like this at the top, and that will help to kind of keep it in, throw these inside, and there you go. But you do see it has a very different look that way, right? Than if it was just totally open. Okay. So my first impressions were the drawstring is a little annoying, but it's not as bad as I thought. This is definitely not as bad as I thought. The size is a great size. It's a beautiful bag. I do worry about the vachetta a little bit because of where it sits on the back. It can get jean stains. Man, everybody's just bothering me today. It can get jean stains. So that is something you just want to be, thinking about. So let's go through some of the features of this beauty because I am obsessed and in love. And this is not going anywhere. This is going to stay in my collection. But one of the things that I have found that's very different between this and my Palm Springs MM is what fits. The Palm Springs MM is a good size, and I think this is generally roughly the same size, but the way that it's set up makes it able to carry a lot more. So when I put my work stuff in this, all my work stuff plus my personal stuff fits. Whereas when I put it in my Palm Springs, it doesn't all fit. I have to carry my laptop. That's probably the biggest thing is I have to carry my laptop. I could put my laptop, which is the 13-inch MacBook Pro, and I'm using it to record. I could put that in my bag, but it's really hard. Whereas in here, it's very easy. So what I've done is, first, let me show you around the bag. I apologize. So you have a zipper pocket here. And in here, I can kind of kill two birds with one stone and show you that I put my personal items, some of it in here. And instead of having another bag as a catch-all, I use these. So I have some, these are things you've seen, but I'm just trying to show you what would fit. So I have some headphones. I have some lip gloss. Let me show you. This goes deep, right? So look, I have my gum. I have a, what do you call this? Dang it, I'm brain farting. Hand cream, apologies. And then I have my lip gloss. And so it could fit more, right? But that's just a good catch-all area to put stuff that I want to get right away, like my gum, my chapstick, my hand cream. So that fits in there. Plus I could fit more, okay, if I wanted to. So that's where I keep that. Then on the other side, another pocket, and this pocket is perfect for my phone. If you have a big phone, I have the 7 Plus, okay? And so I can easily put that in here. Right now I have a cleaning cloth, so let me take that out. I can easily fit that in here. I put this cleaning cloth for my technology in here as well, and now it's good to go. So if you have a Plus, this will easily fit that Plus. Then here, I love this pocket, is where I put my clay. And my clay is acting as my wallet. This is an item that I absolutely think if you are looking to start a collection, you want to see if LV is for you, what a canvas feels like, this is a great item. I'm going to actually do a video to show you 5 ways to use your clay. So I'm using this as a wallet, and I like this. I'm just going to show you. It's not a deep, because if I put it horizontally, it shows you that it's not very deep. It's about half the size of the clay. So it's not deep, but if I put it vertically, it's a little bit taller than the clay. So here's where the clay ends. It ends right here. And so there's still that much room when I put the clay in. And I do like it as well because even if I have this on my back, it's kind of tight in there. So if somebody wanted to take it out, they would have to unzip, and I could feel them pulling it out. So that's why I think this is a good place, for that. My favorite, you're going to love this. On the side, it has a D-ring, and I love this D-ring because I love bag charms. I don't like really big ones, but every once in a while, this is an authentic La Dorée charm, and I think I spent like $40 on this, which is a pretty good deal. It was either $35 or $40. I found it on eBay or Mercari, and you can tell between the authentic and the replicas, there's a big difference in the way they look. So I love this charm, and I just hang it here on this D-ring. So I love this D-ring. This could be a great D-ring if you wanted to put your clay on there, if you wanted to put, something like a charm. So here's my favorite part. One of my favorite parts is this side zipper. So, and I love the way it sounds. The zipper is so smooth and I mean, it's just amazing. So in this side area, look at how big that is. Look, my whole hand goes in there, okay? And then, you know, here's a Sprite. Let me see. Can I fit this in here? I don't know if I can. Yeah, I could. Look at that. That just shows you I can fit a Sprite in there. That's how big that is. I wouldn't recommend that, right? Because it's really thick. But that just gives you an idea of the size. So, and it goes in deep. So back here, I wanted things that I wanted easy access to that I couldn't fit here. So I put my sunnies in there. And the other thing I normally put in there are my keys. You know, these are things that I'm going to access a lot. So I put my sunnies in there, put my keys right here, zip it up. And there's still a lot more room in there if I wanted. So on the outside, I have a lot of my kind of smaller items that I want to get to right away, right? So this items are, you know, I would also put perfume in here, gum, lipsticks. This is my phone in here. This is my wallet in this one. And then here on the side are my keys and my keys and my sunnies, okay? So, you know, those are things you want to access often. Now on the inside, so I told you this is not as hard to do as I thought. So I'm going to open that up. And I showed you what I did was I kind of tied it, and that way it stayed cinched. So I went this way like this, and then I tied it, just a regular one tie, and I let it stick here on the top, and I then just kind of threw those in, and it keeps it cinched. Otherwise, if you don't do that, which I don't often care, you leave it loose, it's gonna open, you know, pretty quickly. But I do like having this on the inside versus the outside. So let me show you on the inside. The inside is just one open pit. It has right here, made in France, okay? And also, here's the thing I love, is this is the size of my laptop. I put this in here in the back. This is a 13-inch MacBook Pro. And I think that's probably the biggest you'll be able to fit in here. And it is no problem. I put it in there easily. It fits beautifully. I took this out, so I want to put this back in. I also have my planner because if you have been watching me, you know me, I always have that on me. So I have all these items. Most of it, half of it is for, well, a little bit more than half is for work. And then there are some things in there that are personal. But most of my personal stuff is on the outside, like I said. So I can easily carry my MacBook Pro in there. I have my planner. I have a grade book. I am a co-author, and I have my lecture notes and my book notes. A piece of paper. Okay, and then let me just show you in here. I don't know if you're able to see this well. It's kind of dark. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not able to get a better look inside, but you get the idea. So then I have this book in here as well, and that's for work. And then, let's see. And then the rest are my personal items. So I love that I have the ability to put all my work stuff, everything I need, plus my personal items. I don't have that with the Palm Springs MM. I can put pretty much everything I'm showing you, but not the laptop. And that's still, you know, that's a big deal. So I have one pochette, two pochettes. I have my Goyard pouch. I have some pins. I have some stickers and some paper. Those stickers are for my, my planner. And then I just have some junk down there. So I have some tissues. I don't know what that's doing in there. And I have a pin floating. I don't usually like that at all. And that is it. So it is just open. Okay. And, you know, you have to figure out a way to pack this because it is so big that, you know, what I like to do is put anything that I don't access right away, I put it in the bottom. And then anything I do want to access quickly, I put it more towards the top. Or the other way to do it is I pack it vertically. So what I mean by that is I'll put my laptop in at the back because I know I'm going to have to get that out right away. And I put let me start with my grade book. I put my grade book in next. Then I put my lecture notes and books, okay? So those go towards the back, right? Everything's towards the back in a line. Then I put my personal items, and I put these vertically. And I think having your items in pouches, particularly with this bag being a black hole, is really going to help. So I don't know if you can see that my personal items are right down here. And then I have my pins. And then I have my planner, and I'll take my planner and put it towards the front. See? I like to access that right away. Then my, what do you call these? Stickers. And then this houses the charger that I use for my MacBook, and I just put it on top. And that's everything. I cinch it up, and I'm good to go. So you see how, a lot of things fit into this. And like I said, my favorite part is the setup, where I can easily have all my items, and it's, easy for me to get to. And then the bottom, this is what the bottom looks like. And let me show you the back. Oops, I forgot to do that. Hey, Glam Doll. Hi, Roberta. It has the vachetta here, which, here's the problem. I do love this because it's soft, but I worry about, vachetta stains, right? So I might put a twilly on this to try to protect this vachetta as long as possible. And I love, these are not attractive, just like they're not very attractive on the Palm Springs MM either, but they're actually very, very comfortable. I put this on and I don't feel like I'm wearing all the stuff that's in here. It's a lot and I can't really feel it. And I think it's great. So these often do also fall down, but I haven't really found that problem. That's what everybody complains about, but I haven't really found that to be a problem. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. It's just a beautifully made bag, and I think it stands out. It looks kind of different, and that's what I love about it. So I just wanted to share with you my newest acquisition. I think this is a great bag, like I said, for work or, for a diaper bag. Hey, Tina. For everyday use even. I think if you're, working in even a corporate setting, I think she's such a stunner. She looks professional. She could be put off as, I saw somebody on YouTube who was an attorney and she used this bag. I think it's just a beautiful bag. If you have any questions for me about the bag or anything you can think of that you would like for me to do a video on, I would love it. Again, I'm thinking about doing a comparison between this and the Palm Springs MM, have them side by side so that you can see the differences and I can show you, what are the pros and cons of each, and you can decide if you want either of the backpacks. And I also can do a video to show you how to set this up the way I have it set up. I am so grateful that you guys are subbies, and I love you so much. Thanks, Roberta and Glam Doll and Tina. And I hope that if you are not subscribed, you will subscribe, and please give me a big thumbs up. Those both mean a lot to me. Bye.